said people don't deserve me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was sweet. Did you even look at my hair before you
I
answered?
did.
Yes,
It's
you
curly
did.
quills in the back.
Curly quills? Okay. Ready? Hi guys, and welcome back to our channel. My name is Kiva, and this is...
Her husband,
What's your name?
Brandon.
Yes, Brandon. So I decided that because he doesn't like being in front of the camera, that maybe we could sit down and answer questions, and he is not about this life. And I asked him to put on a different shirt. He had on a green one, and he just wouldn't put on
This is not green.
a gray one. Don't hit the camera thing. So I'm gonna ask 10 questions, and we are going to answer them. I'll let you do number one, or do you want me to answer number one?
I gotta.
No, I haven't showed him what the questions are.
I don't know what number one is.
Do you want to start off, or do you want me to start off?
I start off.
Okay. So it's
Wait a
10
minute. Because if I do number,
What?
okay, that's equal amounts.
10. Yeah.
Okay. If it was
Right,
9,
right.
you would have started off.
I mean, if I answer a question, but you feel like you want to put more in it, or if I want to put more, yes, then you can. Okay. Okay. So, how do we meet? Stop looking at my
I
question.
read it.
No, you don't have to read it. How do we meet?
You stalked me in high school. And we didn't even talk in high school, but
Okay.
I was at my friend's house and you came over for a pool party and you were making fun of my figure. 'Cause I had no shirt on. You said he's got hips like a girl, or he got big hips or something like that.
Babe, you lying.
That's not a lie. And then a few years later, I messaged you on Facebook, and that's how we officially.
Wait. First of all, his mom was my cheerleading coach from my 9th grade to my 12th grade year. Me and his mom didn't really too much get along, per se, in high school. But I knew she had a son, but you were never around. Like, I don't know why.
I wasn't
Like, when
around
we went
cheer
to, like,
practice.
her-
What do you mean?
No, but I'm saying, like, when we went to, like, I guess you wouldn't be there if we go to, like, the Christmas parties and stuff at her house, because my father-in-law wasn't even there either, so it was just the girls. So I understand. But he said that he used to go to my house with my brother. They used to play basketball together, and that y'all used to play video games. And I'm always like, well, where was I? Because I lived there.
You weren't
Maybe getting ready for basketball games, since
Not
I
there.
cheered and you play basketball. Yeah, and then how did you hit me up on?
there. Well, I'm not doing number 2.
No, that's not number 2's
So
question.
you can't ask multiple questions on a one question.
Why
thing.
not? Dude, give me that
I
wipe right
just
there.
said, hey,
I
how's
forgot
it?
I still have
I
makeup
said,
on
hey,
my
how's
hand.
it going? That's all I did.
No, you didn't. Tell the truth.
Said hi. Nice to see you on my timeline.
No, you didn't.
Don't remember, babe.
You said something about I'm just shooting my shot. That's what you said. And I was so confused. I did not know what shooting my shot was. So I had to ask my friends what shooting my shot was. And one of my best friends was like, basketball? So that's what started our conversation, because I was like, I don't know what shooting your shot means. That's how we started talking. You sly dog. Okay. So number 2 is, how long have we... Stop!
I'm just looking at while you read it.
So how long have we been together, and how long have we been married? You're looking at the floor, baby. You gotta look at the camera sometime.
I'm listening. That's how I listen.
So we have been together 4 years. March 27th would
Why are
make
you
4
looking at me
years.
like that?
Because I had to think about it. March 27th makes 4 years, and we've been married 3. And 1, 2, 3 months. Right? 3 years, 3 months. So our anniversary is in December, which...
Today is March 27th.
Is it? Happy anniversary!
Our marriage is the anniversary. I can't remember 5 days, babe.
It's 2. When we got together and when we got married. Which he chose our wedding date in December. So everywhere we go, we're freezing. Because he wants to go up north, and I keep telling him, let's go down south, like to one of the islands or something like that, and let's be warm. But I'm always having to pack my bomber jacket and long sleeves and long pants because it's always freezing on our anniversary.
It wasn't properly planned.
He didn't think it through. No. Okay, so that's how long we've been together, and that's how long we've been married. And where did we go on our first date?
To Universal. And you bought my tickets because I had no money.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. And we didn't go to Universal.
Yeah, we did.
We went to Islands of Adventure.
Is that not Universal?
Adventure Island or Islands?
Islands of Adventure is. Who
But
owns
it's
it?
but when you say Universal, people think Universal Studios.
It is.
So you have to say exactly what park we went to.
Who owns Islands of Adventure? We're gonna find out. Because it's in Universal. What's that first line say?
Universal Island of Adventure. I didn't buy his ticket, but he sure made a joke at the line before we got there, and he was like, so you got your money? And I looked at him like, I would go sit in the car. I didn't think it was funny at all. He started that date off bad. Although I think I told you in the car that I was going to shoot you or something.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I say that? Do you
I don't remember.
I laughed for the longest time because he looked at me like I was crazy. But I wasn't. I'm going to shoot you. Babe, that's rude. Don't do that.
Didn't say a word.
Crazy. So our actual date, it went really good. It did. He drove 2 hours. I lived in Tampa at the time, and he lived here. And he drove 2 hours to Tampa to pick me up. An hour and a half or 2 hours. 2 hours to Universal.
Not that long.
Well, I don't know.
Probably an hour and a half.
Okay, an hour and a half to Islands of Adventure. We spent the whole day there. He drove back to Tampa to drop me off, and then back home. Child, I knew he wanted me. So rude. Anyways, yeah, so like I knew he liked me for real. For someone to do that for me. That was nice. But he was so awkward. Like we talked the whole way there, but when we actually got to the park, he was so awkward. And we had talked about getting stuck on a ride. And the first ride we got on, we got stuck. And it was your fault because you jinxed us.
I didn't even bring it up. You brought it up, so you jinxed us. Because you said you have a fear of getting stuck on a ride, and then we get stuck on the ride.
I do. And we have gotten stuck on so many rides. Mostly just at Disney at the ball. We're always getting stuck on the ball.
That's because they gotta stop it and let people on. So.
But I feel like that's getting stuck.
The ball.
And I feel like we'd be so high, or we'd be, yeah, whatever. Or we'd be like going backwards, you know? Okay. So, what about number 4? Why did we decide to get married? I think that's a 2-part question. Why did I decide and why did you decide?
I think it's just one part.
No, it is, because we have different answers. Why did we decide to get married? I decided to get married because Whew. I decided to get married because I loved him a lot. He was really, really aggravating, but I loved him. I loved him a lot, and I really just couldn't see myself being with anyone else. He was, besides like the little turmoil we were going through, because we were still learning each other. We only dated for 9 months before we got married, so we were still learning each other and learning each other's quirks and things like that. So we had a little trouble, you know, with that. But other than that, like, he is my literal best friend. We could talk about anything, we could do anything together. When I'm acting crazy, he stopped calling me crazy, so now he just like lets me be crazy, and that's great. And yeah, that's why I chose to get married. There was like no one else that I had ever been with in my whole entire life that treated me the way he treats me. See? Mm-hmm. You just don't want
it. It is, babe. That's you covered all the checked on the boxes.
Okay. What are our kids' names, and how old are they?
Phoenix.
You don't have to say the baby's name.
I know.
Okay.
Phoenix is 8 years old, and Jet is 6 years old, and the little baby is 0 years old.
She's 33 weeks
She's not born yet, so
6 days.
It doesn't hurt. It hasn't started her. She hasn't even had a birthday yet, like a birth date.
Yeah, but we're 33 weeks and 6 days at this point, and I'm ready. I'm ready to have her. Even with this pandemic, right? That's a pandemic is going on. I'm ready. I'm so ready just to have her, so we can sleep. Well, so I can sleep. But I usually wake him up because I'm moving and in and out of bed and stuff like that. You said no.
The baby, she just gonna wake you up.
You said she was gonna sleep through the night.
Oh, you're
so
right.
Now
She's
you
gonna
just
sleep
hurt
all
my
night.
feelings.
She sleep all night. Yeah. Right.
Okay. So yeah, we have 2 kids, Phoenix and Jet, and they are. Phoenix is a girly girl, but she's also a tomboy. She loves dirt, she loves outside, but she loves for me to do her hair. She loves pretty dresses. Jet is, what do you say Jet is? Oh, and she wants to be a geologist when she gets older, and she's like had that mindset for like 2-3 years now. Jet is crazy. He is crazy. I don't really think he's like coming to his own yet. So he doesn't really say like, oh, he wants to be this or he wants to do that. But he loves the outside, loves riding his bike. He loves Legos. He's really smart though. He can figure out like some complicated stuff. Yeah? Yeah. He can figure out like some complicated stuff, and he wants to know how it works. And once he learns how it works, he don't need your help anymore. So yeah. Ooh, it almost went away. Did you answer that? I feel like I answered that. How many more kids do we plan on having?
Is it it's your question?
I know.
Oh.
I know, but I don't know how to answer this. Prior to getting pregnant, I wanted at least 2 more. Besides the 2 that we had, I wanted 2 more. Now that I've been pregnant, I kind of been in and out of wanting another one. Getting pregnant again. Like some days I'm like, I'm not doing this again. I hate it. I love my baby, but I don't want to do this again. And then some days I'm like, we can have another one. We can do it. I can do it. Yeah. How many do you want to have?
The one that's in your belly?
Say it no more. I'm gonna have another baby if I want another baby. But
You haven't had to hear yourself for 8 months.
I do have to hear myself. I live with myself.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. So this one, or maybe 2, and if we do have another one, we'll wait a few years so that he can get some rest from my apparent prego nagging.
Apparent.
Why did we start a YouTube?
I don't know. I don't know.
Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do. Oh, ow. Yes, you do. Babe.
I'll do the next one. You answer that.
I started the YouTube for us because I'm like a YouTube addict. All I do is watch YouTube. And just one day I was like, babe, I wanna start YouTube. And he's like, okay. So he bought me like the little stand thing. He bought me a camera for like my birthday or something. He bought me a camera on Christmas, right? Christmas, he bought me a camera, but it was the wrong camera. But it was the camera I told him to buy because that's what I seen on YouTube. But now we use it to record his basketball games.
I just did what I was told to do.
I didn't tell you to record basketball games.
Oh, you just buy the camera that I was.
I'm like, I didn't tell you to take my camera in. But it's pretty good for pictures. Because I took some pictures of the kids on it, and it's pretty good for pictures. But it's not good for video. You know? So that's why we started YouTube. It's something that I was really interested in for like 2 years. I always used to go on like vlog pages and just watch like different families. I really love Bailey Living, and what's her name? She's like she has a lot of kids, but she's like budget friendly. I don't know, but then I like makeup pages and things like that. So I was like, I can do that. Like, I'm really interested in it. I really want to put in the time and the effort. So I'm going to try it. So that's why we started a YouTube page. I mean, YouTube channel. No. Okay. So that means you have to answer 2 because I answered 2. Yes. I answered 2. Where do we live? And you don't have to be specific as to like the actual town we live in.
We live in South Central Florida. It's 99 degrees 99% of the time.
Yes. What's the temp right now?
Probably like 91.
I know it's like hot.
Probably 91.
All outdoors.
92. 90.
90. Yeah, it's 90. And we're not like too far from basically any major city. We can get to any major, well, not any, like Central Florida major cities within like
2 hours.
2 hours. Yeah. And then what do we do for fun? That's yours because I answered too.
I feel like I should answer what I do for fun, and you should answer what you do.
No, because remember when I said that I should answer why we got married and you shouldn't, and you said no.
But you change the rules so I can change rules.
No, I'm not changing the rules.
You told me I had to answer 2, and I didn't want to
But
answer
you
2.
just told me I had to answer 2.
I just said
Answer it, babe.
For fun, as in like us personally, or with the kids, or
all of it. So say what we do together, say what we do with the kids.
We enjoy going to Disney. The kids like riding their bikes outside. Phoenix likes digging for worms.
Collecting rocks.
Collecting rocks, yes. I enjoy relaxing and playing video games or making music? You like putting on makeup and watching YouTube and things like that?
You just made it sound so boring.
I mean, yes, we are, baby.
No, we're not. I mean, yeah, kind of, but not really. Like, we travel.
Oh,
We travel, like, mostly when we don't have the kids, because we try to spend as much time together as we can, especially because we're still newlyweds, I guess, technically. How long? Like, 5 years is when you're not newlyweds anymore.
I don't know, Google.
But with the kids, we try to do a lot of things, like, around here, or like places that aren't too far, give them different experiences. Like, we took them to the hibachi grill, remember, and they were so terrified of the fire. It was so funny. We put them in swim lessons over the summer. We take them to VBS. We take them to Disney. We take them to hotels. Just anything. Like, we took them to a sanctuary once, an animal sanctuary once, and they absolutely love it. The only problem was that it rained on us. That was yucky.
Florida.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, we do try to give them new experiences if we can, and eventually, once they're old enough, or we feel like they're a little more responsible, we want to take them, like, out of state, out of country, and things like that. But just because they're so little and I'm so micromanaging mama, that I don't want to take them too far, that I can't, like, be home if I need to be home with them or something. And then as far as us, like I said, did I already say this? We travel. We haven't been out of the country yet, but we plan on it. One of our anniversaries or something, or maybe like the summer, we do plan on taking our first trip together, and it'll be our first trip out of the country together. So that's an experience that we're really excited to have together. Where do you think we're gonna go?
St. Croix.
St. Croix?
That's the U.S. Virgin Islands.
But
that
still,
counts.
I mean, we're not in the general state.
Mm-hmm.
So St. Croix, I mean, that's good for like our first time. So yeah, I think that's where we wanted to go for our honeymoon, but we ended up going to Disney because I love Disney. Oh, is that number 10?
Yeah.
Oh no, what do we do for a living? So, I guess I'm answering this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, baby is a teacher, a 3rd grade teacher here at one of our local elementaries, and he's also the varsity basketball coach, and he just recently got that position this year, so I'm so really proud of him. He really stuck with it because I was over it. I was over basketball, period. It's a lot. It's a lot. But he's a teacher, and he's the varsity basketball coach, and I am a stay-at-home mama and wife, or I guess a homemaker, and I am the JV coach for our cheerleading team at the high school, the only high school that we have here. So yeah, that's what we do. Do you want to say anything else or add anything? Do you want to look at the camera once or twice?
I'm looking at the camera.
Okay, well, that's all for this. Maybe I can get him back in front of the camera now. Maybe this like loosen him up some. Yeah, you will be. Maybe we can like do something else. So if you have like any ideas that you guys want to see us do together, go ahead and comment down below. Like this for us. Help us get our following up. So share and also subscribe. Bye. Say bye.